What is up, guys and gals? My name is Mr. Moose, and today we are back playing more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. This is part 2 of our Corvette build. We've got our Bolt Reptilia up here, which is the Corvette. And in our last episode, we built out the engine and we put the transmission back into it. We increased our profit margin on this already by almost $10,000. We bought this thing, well, a little over $10,000. We bought it for $16,000 and some change in the junkyard. And just by redoing the engine, we've already gotten up to $28,000 on it. So today we're going to be working on the powertrain, the undercarriage, and then we will get it all good to go. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the episode. Thanks for all the comments and the views on our previous build. It was great. You guys were awesome. Part 1 got a great viewership, and got some nice comments from you guys. And then I got some comments by people who don't even watch the videos. They just comment to comment, so that's kind of funny. One particular one jumping on me about not using the search function when I explained in the video why I didn't use the search function, which I thought was humorous. Anyways, so today we're going to wrap up this build. We'll get the undercarriage done here. Get all the running gear cleaned up and replaced. And then we will see what we end up with. See what kind of money we make off of this beast. Should have checked my inventory to make sure I didn't have a whole bunch of junk in it from another build. Truth in advertising, I finished up the recording the other day, and because I did prompt you guys to suggest what color we paint the car and all that in the video, I did go back and play some other, do some other builds outside of this one. So this one's been sitting in the garage for, I don't know, 24, 48 hours. And then we pulled it back down here to work on it a little bit. Another update in the game. I think we're on 1.16 now, as they continue just to update it every day and work on the game. The radio is working now, which is nice. That was one of the things I forgot to point out in the last episode. It works, which means you can rock out to some in-game tunes while you're in here. Now I've got it turned down real low, but I do have a little bit of music playing in the background this time. If you hear music, which is not playing right now, it's coming from the in-game radio. Go check it and see why it's not working in a minute. But anyways, so what's been going on? You guys doing good? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Playing a little more Car Mechanic and enjoying myself. So one of the things I want to talk to you guys about today in the video is probably some of you guys are kind of like wondering, you know, what's up with Moose? Why is he's not doing videos consistently? He's not posting live stream archives on YouTube. So what's been going on? Where you been, Moose? What's going on? I've been being a gamer for a while, and it's been nice, to be honest with you. I kind of took a back seat to the grind, and I've just been playing video games and enjoying myself a little bit more. And I've been doing the live streams, but I haven't been posting the archives on YouTube as much. One, because I think some of them just don't work. I don't know. And two, because as I mentioned before, I built a second rig, which is my my live stream rig, and I've been having issues with it. It hasn't been smooth sailing. Been having some problems with some things not always jiving out and working. Little glitches in the video, glitches in the live stream. To be honest with you, they get quite frustrating when they happen. So I've just kind of been dealing with all that stuff, and I haven't really, some of the stuff haven't been the best quality. So I haven't been posting it over on YouTube. And so that's the reason why. And there's been some nights when I just haven't done anything as well, because I'm just kind of focusing on playing games. So let's see. We got the cross suspension. We got the steering rack. Certainly, we've got to replace sway bar B. We'll have to do the end caps, the tie rods, the outer tie rods. But we got our arms are good. Suspension arms are good. All the wheel hubs are good. The plates are good. One caliper is good. One caliper is bad. So we're going to need a couple of calipers. Looks like we need a couple of vented disc brakes, or disc, or rotors as they would be called. Okay, shoes, of course. Definitely wheel bearings. Hubs, we're going to need those. All right, I know what my shopping list is, so let's jump into the store. Yeah, again, for those who question why I don't use the search function for stuff, I just don't, I don't know, by the time I reach up there and type in the word, I feel like I know the inventory enough to where I can jump in and search through everything. And plus, you know, a lot of times when I go down through here, I can look through here and pretty much know what I'm going to buy. Like I'm going to get two of these, two of these, two of these, two of these, one of those, two of these. I'm going to come on down here. I'm going to get a mess of bushings. So let's get about a dozen of these. And to be honest with you, once you memorize where all the parts are in this system, it's that much easier just to scroll through here and pick up things, and it refreshes my memory on what I may have needed or didn't need or something like that. And you know, but yeah, some people are frustrated at me because I don't use the search function, and sorry about that. But anyways, back to me, what's been going on. I just, you know, like I said, I've been gaming. I've been playing some stuff too that I don't necessarily think will translate to live streams, or I just suck at it, and there's no need in me posting it up on the internet right now to take the ridicule on. Like I just bought Escape from Tarkov, and got into the, you know, the closed beta on that, and I've been playing it, and it's got such a learning curve that I've had to deal with that. And I'm terrible at it at times. Sometimes I'm good, but the AI are such aimbots in it that you get picked off pretty quick. So I've just kind of been playing it in the background, not really doing a whole lot with it other than just playing it and learning the game. Maybe one day I'll get a little bit better at it and we'll start doing a little bit of live streaming of it, or you know, maybe record some videos on it. But it's, again, it's a game that I saw, and I just see how great that game is, that I wanted to play it. And there's the gamer in me. I'm gonna game it, but I may not play it on video because, well, in all honesty, it may not work for me on video. So there are some of those games that are that way. And did I buy new pads? I think I bought new pads. Gosh, I can't decide whether I bought new pads and put them on there or not. Now I gotta go back and look because I don't remember if I bought the new pads or not. I must have. That's one of those things that sometimes just slips my mind, is to buy the pads, and I'm like, did I not? Not sure. Better be safe. All right, let's build a couple of springs here. Now this is the totally wrong suspension for this car. It doesn't, no, you don't make these on this particular car. But it's part of the game. They use the same suspension model in the entire game. So there are no items. I bought two of them. How is there not one? That must have been one of those cases where I flew through and I hit the button and it didn't register. But I was sure I said 2 of these and did the whole 2 of these dance, but anyways, yeah, wrong suspension. Doesn't really mount this way on this particular car. But I get it. They're reusing the same suspension over and over, because if they did every suspension for every single car, it would be a lot more expensive game. Let's be honest, right? The true suspension on this would have, there'd actually be a hole right here in this lower control arm. Shock would go up through it and mount up here onto the frame. The spring would be in between these 2 arms. You would actually compress the spring and put it in between these 2 arms before you would even put the spring on the knuckle. And then there would be no cap at all on this, because that just doesn't exist on it. But this is the way the game is laid out. So the suspension's a little bit wrong on this one. Old school suspension is not the way it's depicted in this game. What do you mean there's not one to work with? There were 2 of them in the inventory. Come on now. I looked through here earlier and had... It's like I've lost parts now suddenly. There were 2 sets of them. Oh, did I fall victim to the inventory bug? I know I looked at them and I don't even see the bad ones in here. View all. Now I didn't sell anything off. So where did my upper and my lower control arm go? How are they? They just vanished in midair? All my bad part. Weird. There's some shenanigans going on here. Okay, that's a new one on me. That is a complete new one on me. All right, so I need a bottom control arm and a... let me look at what the names of them are over here real quick, because... Bottom suspension arm and upper suspension arm. Never seen that one happen. But they're completely gone from my inventory. I didn't delete them. Why would they not be there? These are... And all the parts are gone too. That's... Wow, I hope they didn't put another bug in the game. They put a bug in the game with the... we need more. Need more of those. God, I thought I bought a dozen of them. There's no way I went through a dozen that quick. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the other side. How did I go through a dozen bushings that fast? Okay. I mean, definitely shenanigans afoot here. Let's buy another dozen. We'll just see what happens. Did I buy a dozen of them? I'm pretty sure I did. I typically buy a dozen at a time. Now I got to question whether or not I... Really gonna have to pay attention now. And now I'm gonna go back and watch the video and be like, did I for sure see both an upper and a lower control arm? 2 of them that were both clean? Because I'm pretty sure I did. But what really bothers me is there's a lot of parts missing from my inventory that should be there. And now I'm wondering where they went. See, I bought 2 calipers even. This is odd. I know I bought 2 calipers because I even thought to myself, I may have bought an extra one I didn't need. Shocking. Shocking, there's a bug in this game? Say it and so. There were 2 brake caliper cylinders that were good in my inventory. The next thing is I'm not going to have who knows? The wheels are going to be gone. Ah, I'm lost here. What has happened? Well, anyways, I was going to say they put a bug in the game before that knocked out all of your all right, let me just go through here real quick because I'm a little flustered. Let me make sure I got everything right. Inner tie rod, outer tie rod, suspension, upper and lower control arm. All is good there. All is good there. All we have to do is put wheels back on. Wheels and make sure I got 2 of those. All right, let's sell that. And let's sell that. And let's sell that. Let's sell off all the bad inventory here. Everything but the rims and tires. I'm totally lost at it. Like, where is the old... The frame repaired, the steering repaired, so that's stuff there. But, like, where are the bad suspension arms that didn't repair? Where are they at? They're not in my inventory. Makes no sense. Yeah, the last bug is with the sheet metal and body panels, and we may see it today when I pull the body panels off of here. You may see the dupe bug on them where you end up with a duplicate set of all of the body panels even after you repair them. Maybe they've repaired that. Hopefully that's gone because I prefer for that not to be in the game. Oops, just took the muffler off. What's the condition of the muffler? Muffler's good. So what else is going on with this game? They've changed up the way cars spawn in the garages and in the junkyards and such. They different motors in them, and you know, giving some more variety in the game, which is great. And of course, they've been working on bugs, trying to fix all the bugs. Lots of folks starting to put modded cars into the game now. We might look for some here in the future to do. Right now, I'm just enjoying the game in its vanilla state. Now, I want to rebuild all the cars that are in the game first before I start going after some modded cars. It would be cool to have some more variety though, with like lifted suspension for cars. Like, I think that's where they miss it with this game. Like, it's car mechanic and it's repair in the stuff, but they should put a good base of cars in the game and then give you the ability really to customize those. That's 100%. That's 100%. That's 100%. They should really give you the ability to go in and customize this stuff. Like the Smith over there. How cool would it be to put a lift kit on the Smith and turn it into like an off-road truck? Or the same thing with the Earthquake that they've got in. You know, put a lift kit on it, change out all the springs and everything, and make it into a new car. I just don't think their game is set up where you can do that unless you go into the editor and you make your own cars that way. But it would be cool if that was in where you didn't have to go in there and do that, where if it was in the stock game. All right, let's look at what we ended up with arts-wise here before the game decides to delete some of them out on us. I'm telling you, some of the stuff got adiosed. All right, so we got 1, 2 solid control arms. I've got 4 leaf springs that are good. I've got 1 plate that's good. 2 caps that are good. 2 knuckle houses that are good. Did we end up with an axle that's good? There's 1 axle. We lost the hub. I mean the axle housing. So we gotta get 1 solid housing, 1 axle. Need a fuel tank. We're gonna need all the brake stuff. I see 1 caliper is bad. 1 leaf spring plate is bad. New disc. New suspension. I got 1 caliper that is good. Both of my backing plates are good. All right, so let's go over here. I should have coil spring rear end, or leaf spring rear end, I think it's called. Coil spring rear drive axle. Oh, what is this? Really? I gotta go through this now? This is new. Never seen this before. There we go. All right, so we're in our here. We'll go to suspension. Let's just for giggles see if this works now. Since we... Ooh, the inventory works now. No, I don't want to sell it. I don't want it. That's nice. The search function does work. This is one place I will use the search function. Because this is... yeah. I mean, going through this thing all the time to find parts, nightmare. So that's cool that that's working now. That's very cool. Kudos to them for getting that working. That's one of the things that has needed to be working in this from the word go. Now look, suddenly I have a control arm missing. Oh no, it's there. All right, so that should give us everything we need to, as far as on that side, to get that going. So I just need suspension now, 1 brake caliper, and I think that was it, right? Pick that up, fuel tank, suspension. So we'll buy 1 of these, a couple of those, a couple of these here. We will go back to suspension and we will get, I believe it's B. I'm going to take a stab at B and B. And then I'm going to need 1 of these and a couple of these. And I remember the plate was good. And then under engine, I know I'm going to need fuel tank. So let's grab the fuel tank real quick downhill. And let's see how we come out here. All right, in goes the housing. And we'll go ahead and drop a control arm over here. And we'll put a bushing in right there. And then a plate underneath it. And a couple of U-bolts to hold it up. One more. That's good. Slap our housing on. And we'll slap shock absorber on. And just in the interest of doing things, you know, because we wouldn't want it to fall off of the car over here. Let's go ahead and put this arm on so that we have it stabilized in the car. You know, you can role play it. Certainly you could build it all on one side and then come over and build the other side. Not going to say that I haven't done that. And just, you know, especially during the grind of just getting things done. But you know, if you're going to role play it up and you're going to say, okay, well, let's try to be somewhat to the point of doing this the way I would in real life, I'd at least get it mounted to the car before I went and start hanging the rest of it on there and get it supported on both sides. Let's get this on here. There we go. And there. And then put the cap on there. Nice. Then you can come in and you put your hub on, your back plate. Then put your axle in. Which there's a few more parts that go in there than just that. But, you know, hey. Let's go ahead and slap us a fuel tank in here while we're up here. And we'll go ahead and see if we can't get a fuel pump in here. And then we'll transfer out here. Put our plate on. Axle in. Disc. And then we got pads. Caliper. Again, I bought the caliper. Where is it at? Why is it not here? I had a good caliper in the inventory. I bought another one. Why I don't have it? It's just, this baffles me. Why parts are not showing up? I better buy a cap cylinder just because it won't be there either. And why am I on that tire? I gotta come back over to this one. I know I saw that stuff in the inventory. I know I did, and I know I calculated for it, so why it's not actually there, I don't know. Alright, so at this point, we need to break our rims down. And we'll separate the tires and the rims. Get that going. They did patch in this wheel balancer not to take as long to balance a wheel, which is good because it I don't know, it took a long time. However, I will say this, the timing on it was enough so that I could throw a tire on to balance, and then I could go put a tire on the car, come back, and it would be done right as I got back to it. So it wasn't too terribly, but if you're trying to do all of them at once, it can get to be a long wait on this. So I can understand why some people wanted it to be tweaked a little bit. All right, grab that one and back over to the bench we go. Let's see if we can repair these up. That one's good. That one looked good. That one looks good. And that one looks good. Here we go. All right, now our tire is gone. There it is. Race tire B, 225/60 R15s is what we're going for. So we'll go into inventory. Come back out here. We'll go to all tire. We're going to race tire B. And we said these were 15s and they're 225s. And they're 60 series. And we need 4 of them. Here we go. Yeah, so apparently there's still some inventory glitches in this thing, so wish they'd get all that straightened out before they work on all this other junk. With tweaking the values of things and the balance of how many cars generate in an area or something like that. Fix the inventory management system. That stuff really, really, really should be a priority. And again, kudos to them for getting the search function working over in in the warehouse, but gosh, you know, it's hard for me to understand how all that stuff came out broken anyways. I mean, that stuff, whoa, 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 whoa. Why am I putting a bad tire on? If I suddenly didn't get good tires, I'm really, really going to be hacked here. Yeah, separate that. Balance that one. Now, why in the world did it not give me the option for a good tire? I bought 4 tires. I got 2. Apparently. Wow. This is a bunch of crap. This is ridiculous. Never had this happen. They've totally broken this part of it. When you go into the shop and you don't even get the things you pay for, that's just stupid. Oh, well, yeah, sorry, we screwed your order up there, Mr. Moose. We know you ordered 4, but just go ahead and pay us again for some more. All right, 2 tires. It shows I got 2 tires. Wow, that's just, what a ripoff. Not a happy camper now. And I've been pretty supportive of this game. Well, a lot of people are now jumping on the hatred bandwagon of, oh yeah, where'd the tire go? Where'd it go? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not imagining it. There's now a major glitch in the game that inventory just vanishes on you. Now that's frustrating. How they keep, how do you keep breaking stuff in the game? How do you take a game that had things that were working really well and fine, and then you just totally break them? Oh, well, we fixed this bug. We created 15 more. I'm still not on the hate bandwagon, but man, this part of it's just stupid. Nice little glitch there you got going, boys. Nice little glitch you got going on. All right, one more to get balanced. Let's hope it doesn't vanish on us. And then we'll see what fun we have with the body panels on this. That just blows my mind. Really, really blows my mind that that's going on now. You guys will be glad to know that we fixed the ability to search your warehouse now for all the parts that are in there. We've also added in a glitch where, you know, you'll lose half of the parts that are in your inventory. Oh, man. All right, I need a drive shaft, which I should have in here. And do I have to go through this index every time now just to get into my warehouse? This is pretty, not good. Before, my warehouse would load up and it would start, you know, placing items in there one at a time and everything. And yeah, now it's getting kind of crazy. All right, so let's go with gearbox and see if I got a drive shaft in here. I do. Excellent. Let's go ahead and place that into place. Excuse me, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So yeah, version 1.16. Not impressed. Not impressed. Back to the drawing board. All right, so I don't think I have these. I need 2 of these. Both of these are bad, which is funny. I also built another Vette. The one that I showed you guys that I already had. I built it yesterday just for fun. And it had the exact same muffler situation on it where these 2 were bad, but all those were brand new, which is crazy. So I found that interesting. And this is going to be front exhaust pipe V80 HVA. So let's grab those real quick out of the store. It should be right here. And I need 2 of those. Gosh, should we buy like 4? You know, because I never know how many I'm actually going to come out of the store with them. I hate this inventory. I mean the menu system. I know they did it for console, and it's, if you're a mouse and keyboard guy, it's frustrating. All right, so that is done. Let's go in our inventory and sell everything off that we don't need. And whoever shop got all my extra parts, congratulations to you. You got a lot of good stuff. I mean, I guess it's just, you know, is that penalty for being good at what you do tax? Your shop's doing really good right now. We're going to go ahead and take all your inventory from you. You can buy those a couple of more times. We get those, you know, upper and lower control arms, and there's a couple of tires you lost. We gave those to some less fortunate garages. Automobile socialism is what we call it. Oh, let's look at it now. So with the updated engine, updated running gear on it, we're now at $39,709 on this baby. So now it's time to clean her up and see what we get with it. Now, before I do that part of it, I'm just going to take all of the sheet metal. Let me get. I'm going to take all the bumpers and the sheet metal and all these stuff off. Is there not a front bumper on this thing? The license plate that goes on it. I know that much. So we'll take all the fenders. This scares me now. This could totally hose me. I know there's a rear bumper, some rear tail lamps, license plate, door mirror, and we didn't have glass. We'll worry about taking the interior out in a moment. All right, so let's see how much of this we repair up. Now we lost a mirror. Let's not lose any body panels. I think we did okay on that. So let's put her back together. Door's good. Fender, we lost the fender. Left side mirror's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And we lost this mirror here. Okay. Rear bumper. That goes back on. Base. There is a front bumper. It's just not here. We don't have one. All right. And then I need headlamps, front glass. So let's go look and see. I may have a fender in the inventory, and I may have a front bumper. So I'll have to go back through this whole indexing again. But there's a search function now, so we should be able to search much easier in the inventory, which is going to be super nice, because as many parts as I've picked and I've got in here, this is the one place where you need the search function. But it seems like it takes forever to get into here now. All right, so body, and come down here for reptile. Right front fender. Right side mirror, though. That's good stuff. And rear bumper I got, but I don't have the front bumper. So we got to buy a left fender. Let's get this put on here real quick. Nice. So we got to go headlamps, front bumper, glass, left fender, and the rear tail lamps for this thing. So to the body shop we're gonna go. Now again, if I wasn't recording this video, you know I'd be back in the junkyard pulling parts for this thing. And probably, in all honesty, when I purchased the car, I would have pulled parts for this thing, and I probably would have had a lot of this stuff already on me. Probably wouldn't have had to even worry about this. All right, so there's our left front fender. We need one of those. We need the front bumper. I need the front glass. I need a couple, I need one of those, right? Left tail lamp, right tail lamp. And then we need the headlamps. Left headlamp and the right headlamp. And that'll be that for it. So now we can put these back into place. Come up here. Oh, we're still in assembly mode. Good. It's weird. You get a little bit away from the car and it'll knock you out of assembly mode. Sometimes it won't, though. And we get the fender back on there. And she's straight again. Everything's back on her. Got good glass. Now we just need to clean it up. See what it's really going to look like. So we're going to drop our interior cleaning kit. We're going to take that and drop that over the car lift. And we're going to drop our welder over there as well. So let's go ahead and drop the welder over to 1. And we will go ahead and hit the welding machine. So just so you guys see the difference this makes too. Let's look at the value of the car right now. I'd like to just go along and look. $43,679, right? So we're gonna go ahead and use the welder, and all of this rust, all of this, let me out of here. All of this rust around the windows, on the quarter, on the rear quarter, up here on the nose, all of that's gonna go away when we hit the button. So $1,000 to do it. Boom. And then what does that do for the value of the car? It increases the value. Well, it didn't really increase the value of the car at all. We gained about $1,000 in value is what we got off of that. Now, this interior detailing kit, it will clean up the interior of the car and make it all spotty and spick and span. So we'll go ahead and use it. It cost $100. And by doing that, what did we do for the price of the car? Okay, by doing that, we lost $8,000 in value on the car. How in the world does that happen? I think they broke something else on the game. How does detailing the interior lose $8,000 in value? Wow. Wow, just wow, just wow, wow, wow. Oh man, that's funny. I just gonna cry laughing. Radiator cap C I need. Remember I told you get it for free, so no big deal on it. Let's go ahead and take this one off, put the new one on here so that we have a nice clean cap on there. We've done the battery, we've done all of that. Everything on the car, on the interior is done. Now the only other thing we need is license plates, and we need to do the seats and the steering wheel. Who knows, maybe that detailing showed out how bad our interior looked and we need to go fix it, right? That's just silly. So here's our dupe bug on panels again. I'm going to show you. It in fact did it. Here's my left door, my right door, hood, rear bumper. We put them all on, but it duplicated them and they're all in our inventory now. So there's that bug is still in here as well. So, oh, they put a sell junk button in. That's nice. That is nice. All right, so we're looking at seat 8 leather D, and the steering wheel is wheel number 7. So we're going for seat 8 and wheel 7. And we'll go to the upholstery shop. And so we'll go to seat 8, leather D. We'll get 2 of these. And then we'll do wheel 7. And we'll get 1 of these. The nice thing about the game is you can put whatever stuff you want into it. But I just typically, right now, I go with what was in the car. Alright, so you go to interior disassembly, then you go over to assembly. Put our seats back in. I can't believe we ran the welder on it and we decreased the value of the car by $8,000. Oh man, that cracks me up. All right, so over to paint now. Let's see if we can take some more value off the car. I'm just curious. Yeah, we're still down to 52,000. Oh, that's cracking me up. Over to paint. Did I imagine that was... Or, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I looked at the price wrong. Maybe it increased the value of it. Maybe it was $46,000. What is it now? It's $52,000? Okay, well, I just misread that. Man. I need to sleep more often in my life. So it didn't take $8,000 off of it. It actually added some value into it. My head's not working right. I don't know. I'm confused now. Let's just finish this up. All right. So the paint scheme on this, you've got a couple of different liveries that you can use on it. One of them has, let's see. This one's got a carbon metallic look on the hood. This one has some red stripes on it. And this one has the white stripes on it. Now, in the comments, I got do it red with white stripes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a nice red. I want like a deep red with the white rally stripes on it. I mean, we could go with a bright red. I think that's too bright though. Something a little bit deeper. That's kind of nice. I think that's what we'll go with. We'll paint it. Send her out to the floor here. And we'll send her out to the door because we don't need the lift anymore. Yeah, close that up. Aw, she looks pretty good, doesn't it? That's pretty good looking. There's a couple of little lighting effects I've noticed in the game, like, see how the fender here has a different sheen to it than the door panels do? Just doesn't quite look the same. And I don't know if that's because this is a replacement part or what, but it doesn't look the same as the rest of the car. Even though everything was on the car when I did the welder on it, it doesn't seem to look the same. Though it looks good. Looks pretty good. Now, let's say how much we got in value on this car with it painted. $52,430. The last thing we need to do is get, and this is something I don't agree with in the game. We have to put license plates on it. I'm sorry. First of all, I shouldn't have to pay these outrageous fees for license plates, but it does. A license plate shouldn't increase the value of an automobile. It shouldn't matter one bit about the automobile. All right, so let's go back into assembly mode. And we'll put a blank plate on the front. Yeah, like that. And we'll put another plate back here on the back. I could have customized it, but I'm just going to put some regular plates on it and be done with it. There we go. And there's the car, and its finished state right now is $52,436. Now, it's telling me that I don't have some parts replaced on here. But yet, everything is brand new. We've replaced every single thing on here. But there's a little bit of a glitch in the game, and I've run into this with every vehicle I have. The suspension doesn't register, the wheels don't register, and the tires don't seem to register as being replaced. Now, even if we take it for a test drive, it's not going to tend to replace. So let's go to the test track and just give it a drive. There is a rubber bushing missing from the car. Well, then that might be the problem there. Oh, I know where it's going to be too. It's going to be in the front. I got sidetracked and I forgot to put the rubber bushings in the frame in the front, I bet. I bet I did that. So let's look at this puppy here. Yeah, right there. Do I have a bushing that will go in there? Nope, I gotta go get them out of inventory. I'm just gonna get them out of the store. I'm not going to deal with that indexing again. Even though it shows that I have some in my inventory. Yeah, I completely forgot about the bushings on this side because I got wigged out about the fact that the parts were disappearing out of my inventory. I need 2 of these. I hate when I make a mistake like that. But sure enough, that's right where it was, because I came up here to do these and I got like, what happened? Why don't I have these parts anymore? And I didn't put these in. And remember, I even came back here and was like, let me verify this, because I feel like I've forgotten something. I knew when I did it, I did it. All right, so take it down off the lift and let's go do that test drive real quick. And let's see how it turned out. Oh, wow, I'm just missing so many little details. I look like such a moron. I thought I did engine oil after we did the build of the motor. See, these builds that go over a couple of days, not good. What else could I have forgot on this? All right, there we go. Now, 3rd time's the charm, and we'll get her out and take her for a test drive, and we'll probably wreck it on the test track. There we go. There she is. Doesn't have a very good sound, but does look good. Engine handle's good. Oh, I'm scared I'm gonna wreck it. Oh. I gotta go get my controller over this thing. Oh, don't hit the cones. Got some power now. Oh. And she'll stop on a dime. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm terrible driver, mouse and keyboard. I mean, with the keyboard. It's just horrible. All right. Well, there you have it. All done up, fully restored our junkyard find Corvette. And fully restored all the way up. Let's take a look at what we end up with here. Come on. $63,437. And again, we paid let's say $16,500 for it. So that's not bad. Almost $50,000 in profit. Pretty good. Pretty good for a little bit of work. You know, let's say we put $10,000 in it. So about $4,000 or $40,000 profit. Now, if you bought this in an auction, you're probably going to be spending $30,000 to $40,000 on it, and you're only going to make about $20,000 in profit once you fix it up. So definitely going to the very nice car. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I don't know. I could sell it or I could keep it. It's one of those where I'll have to think about it. I may hold on to it for a little bit and then sell it. Not real sure. But I noticed something just a second ago too. It's now showing me as 100% all the way across the board. Even though these things right here are still grayed out. We're at 100% now. So, curiosity to me now is, let's see if this thing shows up at 100%. Still 99% on it. And this one over here. I may have to take them for a drive and see if they'll get to 100% now. But yeah, 100% done, finished, complete. I do hope you enjoyed the videos. If you missed part 1, it's back 2 days ago, so go watch it. If you did like the video, make sure you smack that like button for me. Leave a comment down below if you want to see some more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Make sure you let me know. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please feel free to share the video with your friends. It helps me grow the channel. And of course, follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter as well. That's where we tweet out when we're going to do a live stream and when the new videos come out. That way you can stay up to date with what is going on with the channel. And of course, join us for the live streams on Twitch. I try to do them nightly, but like I said, there's been a couple of nights recently where I just haven't done anything because I've been playing some games that I just didn't think would work on the channel. And like some of the nights I've been playing with Recon on some of the Tarkov, and it just isn't anything that we're ready to stream yet. But the only time we can play is late in the evenings when he gets home from work. So it doesn't really work for a streaming schedule when we want to do that, but we're not ready to stream it. So I hope you guys understand. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day. Appreciate it so very much. You guys stay safe. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.